Mm-hmm. Okay, I remember.
So this girl, Joe, I'm going to let you have this story. And I'll preempt it by saying I have always been a porn enthusiast, and I wanted nothing more than to make my own porn.
Yeah.
However, I knew that if I told her I was going to do it, I couldn't.
So you chose. You didn't want to have the talk explaining, like, look, I really want to make a movie. Let's do this. You thought it might be better if you just recorded yourself with her.
And then showed it to her.
And then said, hey, by the way, I made a movie.
Right.
Which,
totally backfired.
Hearing that back now, it's...
it's such...
That's kind of...
I should have gone to jail.
It's pretty cruel.
I should have gone to jail.
You can't do that to someone.
No, you can't.
Can you imagine if a girlfriend did that to you? Like, look, I made a tape. You're like, what the fuck is that?
Right.
Destroy
and
it.
It's like all bad lighting.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, no. No, but in front of that, okay, so I did it, but a couple of days later, me and Joe and our buddy,
you explain it.
John.
You do tell her about it, and then she's like, "Oh, that's pretty hot. I want to watch it with you."
Yeah,
and so
I pegged her right. I profiled her correctly.
Apparently, you guys have a thing about this movie. You want to watch it together, and so, of course, you're hanging on to the movie. You're not deleting it. And one night, you, me, and another buddy, we have plans to hang out. We're going to watch a movie. Somebody just got off work, and it's like, okay, hey, so-and-so just showed up. We're ready for the movie. And you're like, hold up, girlfriend just called. I got to take this. All right, you're on the phone. You go in the bedroom. You told me it's going to take 2 minutes tops.
Right.
So me and this guy have been sitting around for like half an hour. and it's gotten to the point where it's like, we can't sit here and talk anymore. We want to watch this movie.
Right.
So I go into your room to a little, hey, Bill, you coming out soon?
As you open the door.
So I knock, I open the door, and as I push the door open, I see Bill shoot up, tense up like he's going to run across the room, but then realizes, oh, wait, that's too obvious. I better just settle down and pretend like nothing's wrong. And I'm like, what's going on? And I glance to my left, and he's watching the porn that he made, which, of course, is just Bill's back moving up and down. And it was like, oh, okay, I'm out of here.
I just met my roommate for the best time that I could possibly have.
And you're still on the phone, by the way.
Yeah. I didn't have to explain that. All right, so number 3, hot or not?
I'll give her. Let's do a chili pepper thing, I guess maybe.
Okay.
See, for me, I'd say 2 out of 3 chilies.
Okay. All right.
Where Hollywood, I'd say 3 chilies.
3 chilies.
Yeah.
Okay. And you don't want to comment on
caliente.
No bueno. All right. Let's skip ahead to. We also are going to leave somebody else off this. Let's skip ahead to number 4. This is what I refer to as hot dog.
Oh yeah,
same apartment.
Mm-hmm.
Me and Rich Woods had broken up and had a one night stand with hot dog.
Yep.
Being in the hallway, anytime that you wake up the next morning and you're walking down the steps, and the girl that you just spent all night sleeping with has to turn to you and inquire.
Did we have fun last night?
Did we have sex last night? It's like, oh. Man, if you can't make a girl remember having sex with you, you've really done something wrong.
You really feel defeated.
Yeah. I mean, it would be one thing if I totally roof-read her and I'd be like, no, we didn't. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, but
I didn't. She came on to me. It happened, and then I thought I did it good.
Yeah.
I thought I did it so good that I couldn't.
And it was just like I'm not even sure what we did last night. Anyway, I gotta go.
Yeah.
Oh. Kind of hurts your ego.
Yeah. On the chili scale, 1, 2, or 3?
2.
2.
Yeah.
All right. Killing it over
Personality wise, 9.
here. All right.
9 or 8.
9 or 8.
She was great.
She still is a lot of fun. I talk to her quite often.
Yeah.
Hope she doesn't listen to the show. All right. Number 5, Curly.
Curly. Emo. Okay, yeah.
Can I give 0? Tell the story about the haircut.
That salsa is mild.
Send this back to the kitchen.
Too much cilantro.
Tell us about the hallway with Curly.
Well,
the haircut. With
what
Curly.
I remember is you started dating someone, and it baffled some of us in the close circle. We were like, really? Okay, you guys are going out. That's interesting. Didn't see that coming.
Right.
And then one day, this person just decided to just chop, like, remember the show Felicity? Anybody ever watched that?
Sure.
Where
no, but
the lead girl.
It was the Noxzema girl.
No, it wasn't. It was it's a girl from The Americans. I forget her name.
Oh, okay.
And
I always got them confused.
She was very pretty and
Had the long curly.
she had long hair and it was curly, and then she just came to set the next season and it was all gone. Like not Sinead O'Connor, but like a dude's perm hair.
Yeah.
And this is
a dude who permed his own hair.
Yeah, it was like
didn't know what he was doing.
It was like, whoa, what's going on?
Everything all right at home?
Yeah. Do you like it? Where's the rest of it? Can we glue it back on? I mean, in case you change your mind.
All right, so this is where I went with this story. And this does come up a lot. I don't know why. But to answer your question, no, I feel like I have a very high standard of women that I would spend my time with.
Okay.
I feel that thus far, until now, I have held to that high standard. Maybe not a 3 out of 3 Hales, but at least 2s and 3s.
You always made looks a very important part.
Well, wait a minute. Don't make me superficial.
No, but it's an important part of the connection that you have with the person.
Yes.
They have to be...
You have to be attracted to them.
You have to be very attracted to them physically. And then you move on to is there an emotional connection as well?
Sure.
I feel like this one, you did the opposite.
Yep.
You had a strong emotional connection, and you just did not care about your physical attractive.
Well, what happened with this was it was late one night, much like many people have the same exact story. We're just sitting there watching, I don't know, ESPN or something, and we're drinking, and we get too drunk, and you know what? Why not? I wake up it is DiGiorno. That is the second time. That will not happen again.
It's a guitar solo. So you wake up?
So I wake up, and it's amazing because, like, I thought that I was going to be riddled with guilt. Like, I thought, like, even going through it, like, I was like, this is not a good idea. But you know what? Fuck it. I can at least blame the alcohol. Like, I expected to wake up the next morning and be like, you're a piece of shit. But I didn't. I woke up the next morning and be like, all right, cool. Grabbed my keys, put my jacket on, left. Like, I mean, that's what I thought. I thought I just had my first adult one night stand.
You thought it was over.
I thought that was it. We had our fun. Maybe somewhere down the road we can meet up again.
Yeah.
You know,
keep in touch.
Yeah, right. Text me.
Yeah. Oh, I will. Because we're having dinner tomorrow and the next night.
Next thing you know, man, she's talking about kids and marriage, and I'm like, oh my God. I need to get out of here.
No, was
And
this pillow talk after the second time? Or
No. This was she called me from work. I want to say she called me from work.
What you doing, boo?
Just say what you doing. No, her name for me was Pooh Bear. Pooh Bear.
Yeah. Well.
Pooh?
Well, Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah, I know, but the last thing I want to hear
is Shit Bear.
is Pooh Bear. You made me think that anytime she called me that, she made me want to take a shower. Because I felt like I wasn't clean enough or something. Although I know that it wasn't. She was just saying, you're cuddly like Pooh Bear. No matter how many times I asked her not to call me that,
I feel like
she couldn't stop.
At this time in your life, you maybe had a really low self-esteem.
I had just gotten out of the
you were going
very
through
long relationship.
You were going through some really like turmoil, and you needed someone to grab you and say you're awesome, and this person did that. And even though you didn't feel like oh, I'm feeling it right back for you, you kind of let it happen. Like the relationship started rolling, and you didn't stop it,
right?
Because you're like, yeah, I can do dinner. I guess. What time? And I'll move in.
oh my God, dude! Like every night, me and my guys, we would play Madden, get drunk and stoned, and play Madden all night, or something else. I don't know. I don't even remember what the games were back then, but that was our routine. Next thing you know, dude, she's plopping down, sitting next to me on the couch. She's getting in the way of my elbow movement while I'm moving my players on the field.
She wants to cuddle and
no, she wants to sit there and be like, "Way to go, Pooh Bear!" And I'd score a touchdown and be like, "Oh, don't do that! don't tell me way to go! Stop! Don't you have to be at work tomorrow morning? I don't care. Ugh. God, dude, let me just talk shit to my boys. Whatever." Anyway, that's when I met my wife, and then everything kind of changed.
Yeah.
She was the first girl I actually broke up with. Before that, any girl I wanted to break up with, I would just do shit to piss them off until they broke up with me. That's just
the classic
immature asshole guy thing. Because I didn't want to hurt anybody's feelings. So
right. So you hurt their feelings.
So I hurt their feelings over and over and over and over and over again, instead of just hurting their feelings once,
hoping that they'll just break it off.
Right.
As opposed to just being like, "Look, this isn't working out."
Yeah.
Isn't that weird? I feel like I would be capable of that as well in my past relationships.
You're capable
of doing that, just
pissing them off.
Yeah, just kind of hoping that they kick me out so that I don't have to have the heart to heart.
It's a hard conversation to have, man.
It's an immaturity thing, I think.
Yeah.
When you're young and it takes a lot of guts to look someone in the eye that you care for, or they care for you, and go, "Look,
right,
this isn't going to happen anymore, and I'm sorry, but get out what you got to get out. Let's do it. Let's hash it out.
Right,
I'm here."
And I always want to go to I hope we can still be friends, but at the same time, no, I don't.
Well, and I realize that we can't be.
Right. I mean,
I've
had
just
my
totally screwed this up.
Mouth.
You want to do the Bachelor thing, like, "Can I walk you out?" I love that.
The Rock of Love.
I love that move on The Bachelor where he's like, the girl's just like all over him, and he's like, "Look, yeah,
you're not getting a rose.
You're not getting a rose, and I feel like you're really passing up." And the guy just has to sit there going,
I know.
"Can I walk you out?"
And then, without a doubt, she's in the stretch limo.
Yeah.
Yelling, or not yelling, just
screw him. That jerk.
I actually just watched Rock of Love, the final episode. Do you remember that show?
Mm-hmm.
He had 4 seasons. I can't remember what season it was, but
4th season was the worst because they were on the bus.
Oh God,
that was
because
terrible.
Brett was so busy touring the pig shows and county fairs.
Yeah.
But no, it was the episode where he's got these 2 girls, and one of them is totally 80s, and the other one is totally Nirvana. And he looks at them both, and he's like, "I really am attracted to you. I've got a question." Of course, they cut to commercial. They come back, and he actually asked them, "Would you both mind being my girlfriend?" So the girl from the 80s, she's like, she looks, and as soon as she looks at the other girl, she's down. She's like, I would be okay with that for you, Brett. I would. And then he goes, "And what about you, Nirvana?"
Yeah.
And she was like, she's insulted. Like, she's moved to tears. Like, she's like, I that's not how I operate, and I understand that means that I have to give